Today I will tell you the truth that makes driving a Porsche 911 unbelievable. The Porsche 911 uses a layout that isn't used anymore by any modern major car manufacturers. The rear engine layout may be a design that many think should have died in the 1970s, but for Porsche, such a change would anger the zealots known as Porsche purists.
Stop it, you zealots!
I mean, they're still upset that the 911 is no longer cooled by God's good air. Because of this engine layout, when I've driven people in my good old 911 that aren't used to a rear engine car, they always comment about how odd it feels to them to have the engine noise coming from behind them. I just let them know it's part of the Porsche magic. A major part of the Porsche driving experience is the steering feel. Thanks to the rear engine layout, part of what makes the feel so unique is how light the front end feels, especially in the rear wheel drive cars. This is more noticeable in 911 models made before the 2012 model year. When you drive in a straight line, you can feel the steering wheel have a bit of a back and forth motion. It may sound like a bad thing, but it gives it character.
That's dilapidated.
Rustic.
Rowing your own can add to the connected feel with the car. I know my 911 uses a Tiptronic transmission that does let you use manual mode, but my previous Porsches were all manual transmission cars. The addition of the third pedal and gear lever add to the drama. Due to performance gains and lower sales, other high-end performance car makers no longer offer a manual transmission. Porsche is the exception to this rule. Now, it did look like the 911's manual transmission days were numbered a few years ago, but fortunately, cooler heads prevailed. And there was much rejoicing. While the PDK is quicker than is humanly possible, the manual transmission experience is one that cannot be replaced. With the rear weight bias, the 911 had a reputation of ending up crashed into a tree, especially the earlier cars. The thing is that it gives you plenty of confidence that you can take the next corner a bit faster. The problem is if you continue to do this, eventually you do find the limit. This confidence-inspiring feeling has only become stronger with each generation. Many high-end sports car makers use V8s or even a V10 or V12s, but only Porsche uses a flat 6. Part of what gives a sports car its soul is how it makes you feel by combining speed and performance with your senses. The 911's flat 6 wheel is part of the unique experience when driving Porsche's iconic sports car. You add that symphony to your involvement while choosing your gear and the feel of the steering, and you get what makes the Porsche 911 so unbelievable to drive. Perhaps that's why it's the sports car that all other sports cars are measured by. The thing is, the Porsche Cayman and Boxster are great sports cars as well, but you have to be careful when you buy a used one. So check out this video to find the hidden costs of owning a Cayman or Boxster.